Yo.
What's rocking, bro?
I don't know what you've been watching,
but we are the realest out.
It's your boys, isn't they?
It's your boy, man.
And we back like we never left.
I spend it, I get it right back. I flip it, I spend it, I get it right back. It's my time, I'm about to attack. It's my time, I'm about to attack. Design on me, I'm feeling great. Design on me, I'm feeling great. Perfect timing, I ain't never late.
First things first, today's video is Jubilee. Men and women seek to understand each other. Middle ground. This is a pretty long video, so we're gonna hop right into this. But if you're new to the channel and you enjoy our content, hit that subscribe button.
Turn on post notifications.
If you're not subscribed, leave a like on the video. It helps us get the video out there. Follow us on social media. Comment down below what other videos you want us to react to. Relationship videos, comedy videos, sports videos, it doesn't matter. Just send it to us. Let's hop right into this.
I don't think that a lot of men realize how scary just they are.
We brought men and women together to spark a dialogue on gender roles and their experiences, and to see if they could find middle ground. You think we should do videos like this?
I was literally about to say.
I was thinking about that.
But remember, this is gonna go to a whole tangent, bro. I said I think our shit is like Albert and Preach.
Yeah.
And I said that when we stopped, and then when we came back, we started doing this.
That's how you want to only do relationship shit. That's the thing.
No,
I enjoy
they do
sports,
everything.
I enjoy comedy,
They do everything.
all of that shit.
They do everything.
But I actually want to, like, cause we like the public interviews, but I want to do videos where we can sit down and actually speak to women.
Okay.
Like, and have like conversations about shit.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Day. I'm from New Jersey originally, and I'm a publicist here in LA.
Hi guys, I'm Brett and I work in film.
I'm Gabby, and I work in film as well. I act.
Hi everyone,
Hey, Gab.
I'm Corier. I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm in advertising and recruiting.
My name is Farhood. I'm born and raised in LA, and I'm a writer and a director.
My name is Joe, 25 years old, and a marketing coordinator here in...
This is all I'm gonna say, bro. I know this don't have nothing to do with it, but bro, and I know I'll be getting on you, but bro, if you have facial hair, do not cut that shit off, bro. You look weird. If you got a beard, bro, just keep your beard, please. Unless it's for a job. That's it. That's the only time. Whatever. But bro, keep your facial hair, bro. At least a mustache, something. That shit look weird, bro.
LA.
What do they mean by that exactly?
I don't know.
Inherently.
He's gonna.
Not to say that this is like a sound fact or that there aren't exceptions, but I think men are they're built differently. They're stronger usually. I can say physically is a one inherent difference.
Obviously, it changes based on like their race and gender, or, like where they're from and stuff like that. But I think that women tend to sometimes be a lot more over emotional, and where men tend to kind of respond a little bit more stoically, and that might not be the most like perfect way to say it, but I think it's.
Do you
like,
think that's a natural way that we're born to be, or do you think that's how we're brought up?
Born.
I think it's a mixture of both. Like, or it might just be how society has ingrained it, and they should react to certain things too.
Yeah.
Men are supposed to be this like sometimes uncompromising, not unemotional person, whereas women are supposed to be emotional. So I think
it's true, but it's not true. Like they always say, you're gonna have anomalies.
Yeah.
But women are mostly more emotional than men are.
And I'm gonna say this too. All right, now let's say you're dealing with a girl, right, and it's something that you feel very emotional about. Even though you might not cry about the situation, you might react a different type of way. That's still emotion.
Everybody reacts differently.
But what I'm saying is, when you react to it, now it's like, oh my gosh, why are you reacting to it? It's not a big deal. But when they do it, it's like, I'm reacting. Like I can't have emotion. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, why are you acting?
But
like
it depends on the situation.
But I'm saying there's a lot of times when a nigga does react to it, and they be like, "Whoa, why you feel some type of way?"
Because you don't understand it. Because you don't understand the react. Like you get it.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's wrong.
What? And they automatically. Well, I'm not saying all women. I'm saying from what I went through, they would be like, "Oh, like it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like,
But
what?
it is that big of a
Because
deal.
it-
because I don't tell you it's that
Yeah,
big of a deal
if
on
I-
something that you deal with.
Come on now.
That people sometimes like fall into those categories even when they're not supposed to be.
I feel like, even as a man, like, how I approach a problem is like, oh, how can I fix this thing? Whereas like a lot of my female friends are like, I don't need to fix it. I just need to listen to this person. and like for me, like that's just not my natural impulse.
I think there's so many men who people will say, oh yeah, men are always strong or always this or always that. Well, tell that to a female UFC fighter, she'll kick their ass.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And there are also
That's why I said
a
there was
lot of-
exceptions.
Yeah, there are a lot of people.
Very much so.
But there are a lot of people who will say, oh, women are always hyper emotional, and then tell that to a bleeding heart guy who's just like the biggest, most passionate person. I mean, so I just think generalization is always problematic.
My husband he's one of those guys that cries in like every movie, and like I love that. And I'm like a very assertive, fiery person, which is like generally attributed to masculine quality, which in itself is problematic that we think like strength is masculine, problem solving is masculine. We're all capable. And we're all also have our weaknesses.
True, but to what he said, number one, that's why you don't say always. That's why you pick and choose the situation that you want to address that to. And the thing that she said, right? We all different. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, somebody has to be the strong one. And somebody has to be, it can't be two strong people and it cannot be two weak people. You have to balance each other out. So.
There are disadvantages in having my gender.
Yes, there's disadvantages in anything. Yeah, y'all fried.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep pausing
Y'all
it.
fried.
Bro, as
There's
a black,
disadvantages.
he's a black man. He's a black man. That's it.
I guess he's not saying that.
He's just saying just.
They said gender.
Like,
they didn't say.
But he's still with. That's still a factor too, because it depends on what gender you are, and
But
then it
doesn't
breaks
say-
down to
it doesn't-
color.
It doesn't say color. It just says gender. But either way, there are disadvantages that men have, and they're.
Women get jobs faster.
That's not true.
Some jobs faster.
No, women can get jobs faster because of the way that they look. But most of the time, like we watched the video, most of the time, somebody in power is a man.
Yeah.
Okay then, so you can't say women get jobs faster when they do. Yeah, they might get the job faster, but do they get to the highest place? No.
No. All right.
Okay then.
Ooh, we got a late one. Yeah, I love it. Come in.
Definitely, I've experienced a lot of disadvantages, particularly in the workforce. In my position, I'm pretty high up. I kind of sit on the right hand of the president, but it's just kind of interesting how I'm always left with all of these like administrative tasks. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, what about him and him and him and him and him? But it's just, I think it's natural for people to associate administrative work with it's a feminine role.
Same. I work at a hardware store, and which is I get looked over all the time because I'm like, hi, how can I help you? And they go, I'm gonna ask this guy, like literally just, or not even talk to me. They'll just walk right past me and go ask a man. To touch on more like disadvantages, like just having to think, I think to be more conscious of a lot of things. Like people say, like walking to your car at night or going for a jog or just anything at night, really.
And thinking about it, I was like, well, what is the disadvantage of being a man? And I thought back to when I was 6, 7, 8, and I was in the schoolyard and in the classroom, and my friends started to police me. Because the girls weren't getting policed, from what I understand, the way that the boys were. Because the boys were being told, don't be like a girl, don't cry, don't share your emotions, don't show your feelings. Because I wanted to fit in, I embodied those ideas.
When I was considering this question, do I have disadvantages based on my gender? Impulse was just no. Like, as a white man who've raised in middle class America, like right off the bat, you have so many like lack of barriers, I should say. You have a lack of barriers for opportunity.
Yeah, but you better say thank you. Like what? Bro, that shit is the most disrespectful shit ever, bro. If I hold the door open for you and you don't say nothing, now I'm violating.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I just would like to let everyone know that I do not open my own doors. So.
Alright, now you're wilding. That shit is not funny.
No, but seriously though, so if I'm with a male, if I'm walking to a door, I won't touch the door. However, if I do open a door, if I'm by myself and there's people behind me, I'm keeping it open, whole family, females, males, no problem at all. But if I am with a male, I will not open the door.
So you just stand there?
Sitting
Yeah,
it
I'm
open.
stupid too, because they usually stand there like as a joke, and I'm like,
Where does
That's not how it's supposed to work.
I'm sure it was just the way I was raised.
For me, as a guy, like my instinct is like, you know, how my dad taught me and my brothers is just like, you know, treat women with the utmost respect and honor. I feel like chivalry is just something that I'm like, this is absolutely something I want to step into and to continue and uphold.
I think that's like a really beautiful way to put it. I also think it's not true. Like, that's not born out of like serve because she's up here. It's because we don't, it's the opposite of empowerment. The same reason why a guy doesn't think that you know what screw that is the same reason why they think they have to open the door, or why it hurts, why chivalry can hurt. Because the idea that like we have to protect and we have to like do things for them, it translates, it's equal to the idea that because they are unable to.
I don't know what the fuck she was talking about.
But what I wanted to say was,
that girl is fried.
Alright, look. Only thing I want to say is to this, like, I'm the type of person, like, we walking on the side of the street, I'm like, yo, walk on this side. You feel me? Like, if I'm with a girl and we're dating, I'm like, yo, let me hold your hand. Like, shit like that. I feel like women like that. Like, especially because a lot of niggas don't do that. So when I see it, it's just like, yo, like, walk on this side of the street. Or, you feel me? Like, make sure you know, just little things. Like,
I mean, but my only thing is, though, right? Yes, we should hold the door for you or get the door for you, but you're not obligated to do that.
No.
You cannot say, I want to be independent, and then be like, I'm going to just stand here and wait for you to open up the door. Like, no. That's
and what's so funny about what she's saying is, because, right? She said she'll just stand there and wait. Most of the niggas that she probably talking to do not even do that.
And then what about this though, right? So you just gonna stand there and wait. So what if we got groceries and I'm holding everything and you not holding nothing? You gonna make me get the door?
I'm not getting the door.
That's it.
But what
I would have got the door for myself and slam that shit right in your face. I don't care if that's fucked up or not. Safe in what way?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, I always feel pretty comfortable when I'm with the opposite gender.
No, it says
I'm
with
the
the other
youngest, and I
gender.
have 3 brothers, and I have a lot of male figures in my life. So I think that may influence my feelings on that.
I grew up in a family full of women. Literally, mom had like 3 sisters. Like, all of them had pretty much girls until I was about 13. So 100% feel like I'm comfortable with women being around me. I'm a gay black man, so literally the community just for gay black people, or just for gay people in general, you always have like your best girlfriend that's going to be there on your side, regardless of whether you just met them or whether you've known them for 25 years.
You said gay?
I don't think that a lot of men realize how scary just they are, and how many men just hanging out like feel like, oh, that girl could literally kill me. Like, that's a true thing.
Come from a family that's like has really strong female personalities, you don't doubt anything that they can do, because they were the defenders of the family. They were the ones that raised everybody. They were the strongest people in the family. So I don't know. I understand your
I mean, I in high school, like, I was on the wrestling team. I was one of 3 girls on the all-boy wrestling team, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, I'm one of the guys. This is cool. And you know, one of the guys like held a knife to my throat, like behind the bleachers at a game. And you know, you want to be able to trust and be like, okay, I don't know you, So I'm gonna, give you my trust for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, you're on top of me. When do I choose? Like, who do I choose? And so it's like I've never had that with a woman. So.
Yeah, but I get what they saying, but like I always say though, you have to be in the middle with trust. You cannot give anybody and you cannot not trust them, because there's no reason for you not to not trust them and to trust them. There's weird ass people in the world. They do weird shit. But like, you cannot say, because the thing is, people like to use their experiences on other people. You cannot do that. Just because he did that to you doesn't mean another man is gonna do it to you. Nope.
Facts.
I'm comfortable showing my emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why not?
I don't think I've always been comfortable, and I am a very private person. And so I'm very intentional about the relationships that I build and about the people who I am vulnerable to.
I wasn't always comfortable sharing my
Yeah,
emotions. I
sure.
think from childhood to, my mid-20s or so, I think it was more of just like this, like, let me bottle it up. I'll share with a few people, but it wasn't something I would share freely. And I think now where I'm at is I see true power and vulnerability.
Absolutely.
To share and not fear, judgment or shame.
When I am strong in the way that I talk, and just being strong, people are like, oh, you're angry, you don't make sense. I'm like, no, I make a lot of sense right now. Just the fact that I have an emotion makes me unreliable in some way in people's eyes. Like, we can't have a woman running the country. What if she's on her period? We'll go to war. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I am only uncomfortable in how I am perceived, because I do want to be perceived as a competent person and somebody to be trusted.
I've taught myself to become emotional, but from my family and from being a black person in America, I don't think that I am comfortable being emotional. I feel like it's like me losing control. It's me being vulnerable, and I don't like being vulnerable to anybody unless I choose to. And I think it's a sad thing, because like, I should be able to cry whenever I feel like it, but I don't. Or if I do cry, like I lost a family member last year and broke into tears in work. As soon as I realized that I was crying, I stopped and I said, I have to go home, I apologize, I'm leaving right now. And that's just how I had to respond to it. And I don't think that's healthy, but it's something that's just my personal experience when it comes to being a male, a black male in America.
I feel understood by another gender.
No. Only certain women. I feel like the only women that understand us are the ones that are around, that have a lot of male friends, grew up around a lot of men, or have a lot of brothers. If it's not like that, you don't truly understand us, to be honest. That's just how
I'm on a 50-50 with that.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to just women being the most like approachable people that I can come to and talk about anything. When it comes to me or just my experiences or like the things that I've had to go through, they're a lot more understanding, and I don't know, I just feel safe.
My experience, again, with the opposite sex has been pleasant, my entire life. I've always felt comfortable. I've always felt understood. I've always felt like I had a voice, even if it's not, again, the voice in the conference room. I always felt like I've always been respected.
Well, I think like as a general swath, like looking at it that way, no, men don't understand women, and it's because we're looking at it as two different things. Like, even the idea of being assertive comes off as being a bitch.
Are you speaking from a personal place or a societal place? Because I feel like you speak from a very big place instead of so.
Like, it's all the same.
Because the question was I, not society.
Yeah. Do I feel understood by men?
Yeah.
No, because they don't view me as an equal.
Can I ask you a question? In this space, do you feel understood?
I feel understood equally by all parties.
Great.
Not but
That's a
agree.
start.
You know, I believe that we're all
She's losing me. This
image
bullshit.
bearers, you know, image bearers of God, and like that we're equal, and we're given these different roles to fulfill. You know, when you see two people dancing, and it's a beautiful choreographed equal dance, no one's outshowing the other person. But when it comes to like relationships with men and women, like I feel like these different roles can be such a beautiful thing when done right, but can also be a disaster if one person is, you know, trying to outperform or other.
He's saying he's speaking facts. Yeah, because that other girl is losing me.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, where he going with this?
Yeah.
But this is true. Because notice how if you break up, right, it's always somebody doing more than the other person. It's never on the same type of thing.
This is what Chris Rock said in his stand-up comedy that I watched the other night. He said that number one. So this is what he used an analogy. He said relationships are not hard.
No.
In the sense that, bro, if two people move a couch, it's gonna be done easy, right?
Yeah.
And if one person do it, it's not gonna get moved, right?
No.
Okay then, so that means you have to work together.
Yes.
And then he also said that there's no such thing as we got together and then problems arose. No, nigga, there was problems already.
Yeah.
You just didn't address them, so now there's problems.
Oh.
That's it. You already knew how that person was once you started fucking with them.
That's true.
You didn't want to address it, so now, yeah, we got married and problems arose. No, them shits was already there.
Person is taking advantage or overstepping.
Like you said, there's such a beauty in differences and in masculinity and femininity, and it's important to have both in yourself.
Hey, so glad. We need a picture.
You guys are awesome.
You guys.
I don't even think they really understood each other. I think they all did all of that and then.
I feel like what I feel is like it just doesn't make sense. Like sometimes like I don't feel understand because I said understand. Understood or overstood or whatever. But I don't feel like that because there's times when you try to be like hearing and then when you hear them out, it's like, well, you hear me out? You're not tight, you're not
Bro,
mad.
I don't feel understood because I'm getting judged off what somebody else did.
Yeah. It's never a fair ballpark.
That's it's never even playing field.
Yeah.
Females really don't understand that a lot of the time it's not him. Now it can be him, but if your mind is not right when you go to have sex, nothing is gonna come from that.
No.
So if you already like, yeah, this nigga gonna be trash, or you're not even in it, because girls be like, yeah, I want to have sex, but did you really want to?
Yeah.
Or were you open?
Yeah.
Like, that shit is just gonna fuck up all of that. So don't, like you said earlier, oh, niggas don't make me come. I don't come from this. Yeah, but that's you though. Sometimes that can be you. It might not be him. So, I don't know. That's just my thoughts about that. But that was Jubilee. Men and women seek to understand each other. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you leave a like. It was a long video, so please leave a like. Leave the like on the video for us. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications.
If you're not
subscribed. Follow us on social media.
Comment down below.
What other videos you want to see us react to? It doesn't matter.
Nope.
It's the end of the video.
Shit, boy, ride my gun, cut the little
Shit, boy,
bitch.
Cause they see that I'm up now. They wanna know when we linkin'. All that shit getting shut down. Gotta move like a kingpin. City tryna get it cut now. All this heat that I'm bringing. Bet I got what you want now. True that. Walk in the spot, they like.